Hey guys, it's Teray
and Ayana,
and we're back on
Strong Women 101.
So before we get into our topic for today, we just want to go over a couple of announcements.
Yeah.
So the first one is, we noticed that some people said they watch our videos, but they don't just subscribe because they don't have a YouTube channel. So we just want to let you guys know that you don't need a YouTube channel to subscribe because your Gmail account is connected to YouTube. So if you have a Gmail account, then you can subscribe to our channel. So be sure to subscribe, guys.
Subscribe.
Exactly.
We see you seeing us.
We see you seeing us.
Yes.
And so the second announcement is that we saw your comments and we appreciate it. We appreciate all the feedback that we got from our last video on vulnerability. And you know, we might address some of them sometime or the other.
We're probably gonna make a video, I guess, once a couple episodes are out, just responding to you guys, keeping the conversation going, because we realize that
other questions.
Yes, because it is important to you guys. So we definitely are gonna respond via, I mean, some people have been texting us. So we respond that way too, but I guess just for other people's sake of seeing the answers to your questions, we'll respond either via video or in the comments below, like, you know, like in the thread. So
yeah, once again, thank you for your response. Keep it coming. We love it. We love the discussion. We love the community that this is forming. So let's get started for today's topic.
So today we're going to talk about being a little bit crazy. A little bit crazy. I'm a lot of crazy, but I have to learn to be a little bit crazy. Okay, so we'll explain to you what we mean by being a little bit crazy.
Exactly. So when we say a little bit crazy, we just mean that you don't want people to see you as being too passive, that they can walk all over you and they can do anything to you and you won't say anything. But at the same time, you don't want to be a bulldozer that's just super crazy, oh my gosh, rah, all the time. So we think that a balance of the two, or just being a little bit crazy, would be very ideal.
Yes, it is. I feel like when we think of crazy, we're thinking of it as a sense of not being like a psychopath, but being able to stand your ground and people understanding that this is where I am. Like, don't try to come sideways with me because it could switch, you know what I mean? So it's just like, of course we're nice, of course, you know, we're wonderful, genuine people, but just because we're that, don't take advantage of us thinking that nothing's going to happen. Like, okay, I could just use this person, or okay, I can just, you know, treat this person anyhow, and they're not going to do anything, not physically we're saying, but do anything as in put me in my place. Exactly. And best believe we will put you in your place.
Alright, so that slides into how to be a little bit crazy.
Yes.
So what I would say is, if a problem arises, it may be a small problem, but if this problem can grow to a bigger problem, then you should nip it in the butt right away.
Yes.
You should be very honest, be very upfront, and be very respectful at the same time. So you can speak firmly, but still be respectful when addressing a problem. And that just shows, okay, I'm being respectful right now, but I can be a little crazy. It can escalate.
Yeah.
Not in a physical sense, of course, because that's not what we promote. But it can escalate to a level of crazy that we don't want to get to.
Yeah.
So just showing your little bit of crazy, and then just having somebody know there is a little bit of crazy in there, you can eliminate a lot of problems. Exactly.
And to what I was thinking just now, and which I'm still learning too, because I remember who I used to be on 10 all the time, and very harsh and very like bulldozerish or whatever. It's not ladylike. It's not ladylike. It's not classy. I feel like we should be at a point, well, now I'm growing up, I'm at a point, or I'm trying to be at a point where it's just like, look, try my life. You're not gonna like what's gonna happen, but I'm not gonna step out of my character to the point where it's just like, first of all, I'm a wife.
Wait, can I say something about that?
Okay, go on.
Ladylike. I feel like some people would have a problem with that term, just because if you are a lady, then what you do is ladylike. But then when we say we're a woman, a strong woman, it's not very strong woman of you acting
now. Okay, that makes sense, and I feel like with that, you know, there's power in names, right? So I feel like when she said strong woman, of course we're ladies, but I feel like let's hold that standard of being a strong woman. And a strong woman has control.
Exactly.
Hashtag strong woman 101. We have control.
Self-control.
So, yeah, self-control. So I feel like that is a key and keeping it crazy at a certain minimum, because we have to have that self-control, because sometimes people can try our life and it could be the people that's close to us and we're feeling like they're not getting it, and God moves in ways to tell us, like, you know what, if this person's not getting it, if you're doing it the right way, if you are putting them in their place the right way and they're still not getting it, maybe this person's not supposed to be in your
Exactly.
life.
It's time for you to go.
Pack it up.
Exactly.
So yeah.
If you're around people, or even around guys dating, of course, and they're not coming to your standard, right? And you're addressing problems in the right way and keeping a little bit of crazy, and they're not stepping it up to meet your standard, you can go. You don't have to be around them. You can pack it up and go.
And that's another thing. Speaking about relationships and being crazy, you see men, they like to try it too, right?
Hey.
They really do. And I feel like because we put off this is getting a little bit into marriage, but submission and all these things, they feel like, okay, I'm the stronger being, which they are sometimes, but they still need to realize that it's not their place to try to take over and try to belittle or try to, you know, control another human being. And that's where you have to, in the beginning, set the tone. Set the tone and let them know.
And the expectations.
And the expectations. Let them know, this ain't happening here, boo-boo. Like, this is not what we're going to do. Yes, you like me and I like you, but this is where it's going to stop. And if I see you try it again, I'm out of here.
Exactly. Let's say this man thinks it's okay to put his hands on you. That's when the crazy needs to escalate just a little bit, and you have to know how to take whatever's to your left and throw it.
Look, we're going to get into the crazy scale. What Teray just said about this nonsense about hitting,
that's only when it's necessary. Only when necessary.
I'm gonna let y'all know this
to the
crazy
left.
scale. Look, to the right, to the back. What?
Whatever's to your left, so you can swing it. Hello. No, pick it up with the right hand and swing. That's right.
You know what? Let's get into our crazy scale.
Okay.
So we have a scale 1 to 10. 1 meaning you're thinking thoughts that, you know, when you're getting mad, you have these little thoughts like, oh my God, I hate him. I will poison him. No, I'm joking. But, and then there's like 10 where it's just like you're Beyonce and Jasmine Sullivan just knocking out windows out his car, keying his car, burning his house down. Like, that's level 10. Okay, real quick, we're completely against violence.
We are.
Men on women, women on men. This episode, our hashtag Strong 101 is about being in control, self-control, and being in control of a situation also.
Exactly.
So, even if you feel like we're arguing and we're arguing on the next level, this seems a little scary, even before it gets to violence. I feel like sometimes we might kind of know that this is not the natural argument that we usually have. And if you feel some type of way, girl, get your stuff and go.
Go. Exactly.
Because he's not looking like the man you met. Go. Before it even gets to he's up in your face or you're up in his face, go. That's when you use your wisdom. That's when you use your minimum level crazy. Just let him know, you know what, I'm out of here.
I'm not going to take this.
I don't
You're not
have to
coming
deal
to the
with this.
standard.
Yeah.
I'm gone.
Yeah, so
Exactly.
self-control, we all should learn how to use it in the right moments too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So let's go back to the scale. Now, I think that I'm a 5 on this scale, which is very much so in the middle,
I think
having
I'm
a
a 5
balance. I think that Ayanna here is maybe your 7 or 8, but it's okay. We gotta pray for her. We all gotta come together,
I'm a 5,
and she will
guys.
get to a 5.
I'm a 5, guys. I'm a 5.
So Ayanna, since
Yes.
we're debating on what you are, but we all know that you're married. That's for sure.
Yes, yeah.
So what number do you think you should be at while dealing with problems in a marriage or in being in a relationship? How crazy should you be?
So I feel like being a strong woman in a marriage or a relationship, the most we should get is a 3. 3 meaning, you know what, because I feel like 5, okay, when we get angry, I feel like our self-control is there, but we'll probably say something we don't mean, right? We're not talking about like you getting super crazy. We'll just probably say something that we're gonna regret, or just do something or act a certain way that we're gonna regret. And like it should never get to that in your relationship or in your marriage.
Yeah.
Because there shouldn't be any regret in marriage. So a 3, where it's just like you guys could be talking, you know, on a level, things get a little heated, but you just turn up 2 notches just to let him know, hey, cut it.
Yeah, I feel like you can defend yourself to a certain extent, but at the end of the day, when you're married, I feel like your thoughts should be with him as well as with yourself. You're one now. I feel like you don't have to defend yourself to a point that of a 5 because you're one with this person. There should be, you should be able to come to a compromise at a 3.
I was thinking just now, with marriage and relationships, it's respect. And I feel like when we do get crazy, think about the times where a girl tried your life or a guy tried your life for the men out there, and the first thing you think about when you're ready to you know,
defend yourself,
communicate with someone, defend yourself, is about being disrespectful, hitting the low blows, especially if you're up there with the 8s and the 9s and the 10s, keying the car. That's disrespectful. That's somebody's property. So I feel like in a marriage, it shouldn't even get nowhere near that. So, because why are you disrespecting this person? Because with these levels of crazy, disrespect seeps its way in. So let's keep it at a place where it's respectful, but you just clarified everything. Like, look, you know what I mean? So 3 is where we strive to be. 3 is goals.
So everybody, well, you should know the song "Hold Up" by Beyonce from the Lemonade album. So in that song, she asks the question, what's worse, being jealous or crazy? Jealous or crazy?
Jealous or crazy. All right, so
what do you think about that?
I think what's worse is being jealous.
Okay.
Especially in a relationship, because you know what? That's a topic on its own. Only because it's just like jealousy is insecurity, has something to do with your man probably making you feel jealous. Like there's a lot of things tied into it, but I feel like overall jealousy is way, way worse, because jealousy, that means that there's something inside, right? There's something inside just festering and just like stirring up, and it's going to eat you. And then it's also gonna tap into that level. So when you're jealous, you're both jealous and crazy, because you don't just sit with jealousy.
I don't think so. I think some people can sit there and be jealous and it can eat you up on the inside so much.
Until
but you're not.
What?
I don't know, you implode, or I don't know, but that's
you implode, and that's when it gets crazy, because I feel like there's only so much.
It gets to yourself though. It can't go on anybody else unless you're crazy. But jealousy is just inward thing, and crazy is more of an outward thing. That's what I think.
I feel like jealousy can lead, like it's like a cause and effect. Other things, you could just be crazy for no reason. That's me. But I feel like with jealousy, I feel like the effect, you're going to react. Well, okay, let me just speak for myself. I feel like I can't just be jealous and just get over it. If I harbor in enough, I'm going to have to say something. I'm going to have to do something. So there's something that needs to be done for me to either stop being jealous or just to erase whoever's making me jealous. Like, there's something that needs to happen, and I feel like that's when I tap into my level 8 crazy. I feel like how do you just like, I feel this way, I feel a little jealous, and then next thing you know, oh no, I'm not.
I mean, I understand what you're saying, and I honestly agree that being crazy is better than being jealous. But honestly, I feel like the ideal situation would be a little bit of jealousy and a little bit of craziness, and here's why. Okay. When you're a little bit jealous, that means that I care for this person. You know, I really like you. So of course I'm gonna feel a little bit jealous with things that matter. Not enough to like just, I don't know, for it to be unreasonable, but just a little bit of jealousy. And then of course a little bit of crazy, so that you know not to try it, and other people know not to try it too.
So you guys tell us, right? Because we're going back and forth on our scale and where we are on the craziness scale. We know to be at 3 though. But what are you?
What is your number?
What is your crazy?
What should your number be? So let us know in the comments, and until next time, we'll see you then.
Bye guys.